Hello everyone, we are from True Maths, and in this video we are going to discuss about the sample space and how to find the probability, means what are favorable outcomes and what is total number of outcomes. So here first of all let's talk about what is sample space, or you can say what is total number of outcomes or what is favorable number of outcomes. So there are three things. The first is coin, second is dice, and the third is playing card. So these are the three things which may come in your exams. So here first of all let's talk about coin. There are two things. Either first of all, if you are talking about a coin and you are tossing a coin, so there are two things it might happen, or you can say there are two faces of a coin. One is head and another is tail. So these are the two faces of a coin, and if I am tossing a coin one times, so the total number of outcomes that might come, maybe if I toss a coin, that there is a possibility that head might come, and there might be a possibility that tail might come. So these are the total number of outcomes here, and this is known as sample space. So these are the total number of outcomes, and basically the collection of total number of outcomes is known as sample space. Now in the second case, this sample space is denoted by the capital S, and this is known as sample space. Sample space. Now in the second case, I have only one coin, but I am tossing it twice, or you can say I am tossing two coins simultaneously. Here there are two coins and I am tossing those two coins simultaneously. Again, if in a coin there are only two faces, head and tail, but because I am tossing two coins simultaneously, in that case, in the first coin, head might come, and then in the second, tail might come. So this is the first outcome. In the second case, in the first one, tail might come, and in the second, head might come. So this is the second outcome. This is the possible second outcome. These are two different outcomes, and there is a possibility that in both, head will come. In first coin the head face is up, and the second case also head is upside. So there is a possibility that in the both coins tail will come. So these are the possible outcomes when two coins are tossed simultaneously. Simultaneously means together. So again, this is the sample space for two coins. Now these are the total number of possible outcomes here. Now talking about the dice, again you can roll one dice at a time, or you can roll two dice simultaneously. So when you are rolling one dice, now what are the possible outcomes? Obviously on a dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is written. So obviously if you are rolling one dice, so these are the possible outcomes, and when this is written inside this curly bracket, that is known as sample space. So these are the possible outcomes here. Now if I am rolling two dice simultaneously, in that case, in the first dice one might come, in the second again one might come, in the first two might come, in the second one might come, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in 4 in the first, 1 in 5, 1, 6 and 1. So these are the first 6 possibilities when 2 dice are rolled. In the first case, in the first dice 1 might come, second 1, in the first 2, in the second 1 and so on. So these are the first 6 outcomes. Similarly, in the second case, 1 might come and here 2 might come in the second dice. Here 2 and in the second case 2, and this is continued. And in the third case 1 and 3, in the fourth 1 and 4, similarly 1 and 5, and at the last 1 and 6. This graph is already given in your book, you can check over there. So these are the possible outcomes when 2 dice are rolled. So how to find the total number of events, or you can say the total number of outcomes? We have this formula. First of all, you must know how the total number of outcomes are formed. Then instead of writing all this, you can use this formula to find out the total number of events, or you can say outcomes. And the total number of outcomes here is equals to the number of events in one attempt, and in this raised to power number of attempts. Let me explain you this by giving this example. Here 2 coins are tossed, and in one case the number of events in one attempt will be either head or either tail. So here either head or tail. So this is the number of events in one attempt. So there are 2 number of events in one attempt, and here you are tossing the coin 2 times. So there are 2 attempts. So the total number of events will be equals to 4, which is same as this. Now if I am saying I am tossing 3 coins simultaneously, in that case, because in one coin there is only 2 events, possible events, and your tossing is 3 times. So the total number of outcomes will be 8 here. In this case, if you are rolling 2 dices and you want to find the total number of outcomes, the total number of outcomes can be formed by this same formula, the number of events in one attempt. So if you are, this is the total number of events in one attempt. There are 6, and because you are rolling 2 times, so the total number of events here, or you can say the total number of outcomes in this case, will be equals to 36. Now if you are rolling 3 dice, in that case 6 raised to power 3, which is equals to 216. So this is the total number of events here, which is equals to 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6, 36 into 6, which is equals to 216. So this is how you can find the total number of events. Now at the last, this is about playing cards. In a pack of playing cards there are 52 cards. This can also be known as deck. And in a pack of 52 cards there are 2 kind of cards. One is red cards, 26 cards is there in the red pack, and there is a black cards, again 26 cards there. There are 2 kind of red cards, one is heart and one is diamond. These are the sign which we mention on that. And in the black there are clubs and spades. These are the 2 signs which are for club, and this is for spades. So these are the type of cards. And in a heart there are 4 face cards. Face cards are basically those cards on which the face is mentioned. So ace is the first face card, J, Jack, Queen and King. These 4 are the known as face cards. So there will be 4 face card in hearts, 4 face card in diamonds, 4 face card in clubs, and 4 face card on spades. So these are known as face card. So this is how you can find the number of total outcomes, or you can say the sample space. Now, how to find a probability? Now, consider this example. I am tossing a coin and I want to find the probability of head, coming head. Now, in that case, if you want to find the probability of head, in that case, you need to know the favorable outcomes and the total number of outcomes. When you are tossing a coin one time, so in that case, there are two, the total number of outcomes are 2. So, this is 2. And what are the favorable outcomes? So, obviously, only one time H can come. So, only H is the favorable outcome here. So, the possibility of coming H is 1 by 2 here. Similarly, in the second case, if you are tossing 2 coins and you want to find the probability that in both cases head will come. So in this case, again you have to use the same formula where the possibility of head coming in both the chances will be equal to the favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So in this case, again the total number of outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, which we have already calculated using that formula. So here the total number of outcomes will be equal to 4. Now, what are the favorable outcomes here? Because you need to find for head in both the cases. So there are only one case here where in both the cases head will come. So there is only one favorable outcome out of 4 for this particular case. So this is the favorable outcome. So the possibility of head coming in both the chances will be equals to 1 by 4. And similarly, you can find for these 2 questions. In the next video, we'll explain question based on these 3 things and we will solve using this formula. So this is how we can understand what is sample space. Thank you.